Interested in comic book conservation, please join us on Facebook at the Comic Book Conservation Community, where we have a gathering of experts in the industry, and you can ask all of your questions that you need to know about what you need to do to conserve and preserve these beautiful works of art. Please join Dr. Paul from Liberty Hill Comics, Phantom Phil from Phantom Restorations, and myself, Captain Larry from Flying Elk Comics, every Sunday night on YouTube at 8:35 p.m. Eastern. We talk about everything comic conservation and what's happening in the market. So please come join us. You can find us at Liberty Hill Comics on YouTube and Flying Elk Comics on YouTube. Okay, we're back with our Planet Comics 37. The cover is done. Everything's back together. We've got a nice fold in it. We've got the leaf cast here, which you can't even tell any difference. It's very smooth. On the inside, everything looks really good. So now we're at the point where we need to start looking at reassembly. Now, everything has been folded. It's been put back in place. It looks great. I mean, it's been de-acidified. Colors really pop. I'm really happy with the way this cleaned up. So we also have this new paper up here that we've added. That was all leaf cast in there. I did do some reinforcing on right here on the staple holes just as backup, and on the interior, which is right here, I did a paper repair, just a reinforcement on the staple holes. And you won't see that because it's going to be on the back side where it should be. So now we are ready for the reassembly process. Okay, now we've reached the point where we're ready for reassembly. I've got my 2 pins in here, the map pins that I like to use, so that they're great alignment tools. So this, again, is a single staple issue. So what we're going to do is take our staple that we set aside back in the beginning when we first disassembled this book. All right, so the long leg, which is this bottom leg here, will always go in the bottom. That's the way we removed it. So what I'm going to do is let this thing droop. I'm going to pick that first pin out, set it aside, and we're going to take the small leg and we're going to insert it right like that. And you know how I do this at a 90 degrees. And I'm just going to turn this and rotate it in so we don't tear any paper. So that's in. Then I'm going to take out the second one. And now we're just going to raise this up. We're going to be very careful about this because this is where, especially with a single staple book, we don't want to have any torn paper. So I'm just going to stretch that leg out just a hair so I could fit it in there. There we go. Almost in the hole there. Now I'm just trying to feel the staple but not force anything in there. It's not going that easy. Don't rush this, folks, because like I said before, this is probably the in its entirety is probably the worst part about putting a book back together, is not screwing this part up. So all I'm going to do here is I'm trying to realign everything. And it is definitely fighting me. So I'm trying to, there we go. Had to wiggle it on through. So Now what I'm going to do is just kind of hold this a little bit firmer. Now I know I got that everything lined up, and I'm going to pull that pin straight out. And then I'm going to take the staple leg and put it right back in the way that pin came out, just like that. All right, so we got that part done. Now we're going to do my razor blade trick, which I've showed you all before. We slide a razor in here. It's the thickness. This keeps from collapsing and sucking the staple inward into the book itself. So now I'm just going to just gently fold the staple legs over here. Now I'm using my fingernails just for an initial bend, get them tip to tip. Then I'm going to come in with a Teflon spatula, and I'm not going to press down hard. I'm just going to press kind of lightly to get them flat, just like that. Now I'm going to take and slide said razor blade out, and now our book is back together. No damage done. Staples in there. And now it's ready to go into the, get a little bit of humidity in here, and then we're going to put it in the heat press. But one thing I wanted to show you, I think this book shows really well. I'm very happy with it. It is going to be a conserved book. But let me show you one side by side. Here's a graded copy. Now, let me tip that so you're not getting all the light. But if you compare these two books, you know, this is a 4. It's a miscut. It's got a chunk of a section missing out of here. You know, on the back side, I mean, it's dirty, it's filthy. But this, I think this shows much better. And I'm hoping that once we get it conserved, I think it'll be probably a 4 conserved, maybe higher. I'm not sure. We'll see. But we'll get it turned in and see what they say. All right. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you liked today's video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. That way you can get a notification when I have a new video coming out or a follow-up to this one.